folks here under 30? Okay, great. This is gonna feel a little like a personal question. Are any of you like waffling on whether or not to, because of the climate crisis, or thinking of that as a large factor in your decision? Are you waffling on whether or not to have children, or thinking of the climate crisis as a waffle factor that you need to factor in? Okay, I just invite you to, after this talk, I have a story, a personal story about whether or not to have my second child, and it involves Bill McKibben. So I invite you all to come and hear my story. I love telling it. I'm not going to tell it here. So what we're going to do today is, yeah, I don't know how to fix that. Oh, there. It just got tighter. Okay, I'll swap it if I need to. So quick, we're gonna move around. We're gonna get you out of your chairs, answer a few questions real quick, and then we're gonna have a scavenger hunt. And we're gonna do this in a lot less time than I thought I had. So just bear with me. The purpose of doing these two things is I want us to get to know each other as a group and as individuals. I want us to learn a tiny bit more about the bill. I want us to learn that we actually have strategies in addressing and working with our members of Congress, and you're going to get a little view of what those strategies are. And I want you to have teamwork and a sense of play today, because that's how you become resilient in doing this climate work. Okay, building teamwork and play into your work. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to have to envision, this is for you, those of you who like to think spatially, envision this room as Oregon. Down over there where the boats are is where Burns and Harney Basin is. And up here, maybe the stage is the bend where the Columbia River is. I ask you now to place yourself in the room in relation to where you live on this map. Okay, this is Northwest Oregon. Up there is Astoria. Right here is where the bend of the little corner thing of Oregon is.
Where's California?
Yeah, we're down in California.
Not the city bend, but the bend in the river. The bend in the river is right here at the corner of the thing. Okay, you might have to deal with scale here. The Columbia River bends there. Okay, great. Wow. I know we have a couple of people here from Burns, but I guess they're not in the room. Oh, Bend is right here. Burns went home. Okay, look at this. Wow, the boat is tipping. Okay, next question. Envision a line down the middle here in between the tables. Please put yourself in relation to how many times you've been, or how much you've been involved with CCL. Your first CCL event is over there on that first table. You've been here for 8+ years, this table, all in line, please. Okay, you guys got 1 more minute. So, like, right here in the middle is maybe about 4 years. Where's Brian? Brian, you got way over there. Brian, how many years have you been with CCL? 8 in May. Awesome. Okay, now, how many of you are group leaders? Raise your hand. Look around. Here are your group leaders. They're probably fairly experienced. Where's Francine? There you are. Yay, Portland group leader right here. Great. How many of you are liaisons to members of Congress? I know. There's Richard. He's a new liaison to Berkeley. Great. Walden, David. Great. Perfect. These are all people or resources. And who's our conservative coordinator guy who, if you find a young conservative, you go connect them to him? That's Eric Means. If you have a young conservative, talk to me and I'll connect you to Eric. Great. Okay, here you go. You guys gotta think about how you think. On the same trajectory from left brain functions, you like analytic thought, number skills, science and math, to right brain, you're more of an artistic person. Put yourself on the trajectory. If you think you kind of live in both worlds, and so this is kind of what your preference is. Your safety zone. You're sort of, when you do work, you just sort of automatically go to that's your winning strategy. This over here is right. This over here left. This is in the middle. Super, right. This is, okay, so I want you to view, like, look at, these are your creative thinkers. If you need some creativity in your life, over there. These are guys who help you with some spreadsheets. Great. Okay, so now this is now where you need to organize yourself into your members of Congress groups. How many of you don't, well, I'm going to see. Who is a little confused about who their member of Congress might be? Because it's not always clear, especially if you're in Portland. Okay, great. So what town do you live in?
It's number 4.
Eugene.
So is that DeFazio?
Yeah.
Okay, great. DeFazio. That's who you are. Okay, so we're going to now divide up into our members of Congress groups. And I guess that was my last slide. It was supposed to say scavenger hunt. So what I'd like to do is to divide this up kind of into zones. And how many people are here with Blumenauer? So that looks like about 15. So you're going to have 3 groups of Blumenauers, okay? So go find, I'd like you to come to the table, and I've got these, oh, just a minute. This is where I need my Vanna. Where's oh, you can, okay. So I've got the different members of Strat, yeah. And so what I need is to have 3 groups of Blumenauer go clump onto your tables. And I'd like you all to, you're gonna have 3 groups, and you're gonna have your Blumenauer strategies, okay? And then we're going to also have, how many of you are DeFazio?
Blumenauer.
Looks like 2 groups of DeFazios. Why you guys get these 2 tables? Okay? Thank you guys for helping with the papers. So there's just separate ones. Walden, you don't have your papers. You're just gonna sit right there. Walden, anybody, are you by your, how many of you are Walden? Great.
2.
There are, okay. So as long as if there's more than 5 or 6, you split into 2 groups. Okay? Walden over there. Schrader. That's like Oregon City. That looks like we maybe only have 1 group of Schrader. Why don't you guys sit right there in the middle back? Okay? And then we've got Bonamici that goes all the way to the coast. That's me. Right behind Karen. Okay? Okay. So now, what we're going to do is, now you give everybody, every other person a split in half. Okay, guys, you're going to have a scavenger hunt. It's like a quiz. You're going to give every other person. Does anybody not know what table to go sit at? Okay, great. Are you guys, DeFazio right here? Pick one, just pick one. Okay. Now you guys, now get your hands on the scavenger hunt. It's a sheet that says scavenger hunt on the top. You each are supposed to have a Wyden, 1 Wyden, and 1 Merkley. Okay? Now, here's the deal. You don't have to do this in order.
Here's the Wydens.
You don't have to finish this. You have to do as much of these answers to these questions as you can. And you bring it up here by 10:30. You work as a team. You'll notice that some of them are more analytical and some of them are more creative. So you might have more than one scavenger hunt sheet on your table, but I want one sheet filled out. Okay? Okay, you guys, so when I say,
Everybody listen for 1 minute, please, just to get some clarity. Hold on 1 second. She's gonna clarify.
you guys, your member of Congress is a general term for your representative. And when I say Senator Wyden and Senator Merkley, those are the senators. So you've got, in Oregon, we've got 5 members of Congress and 2 senators. Where we might be loose or low on Merkley, so you might have to share with another team, but
We only have several. Does anybody have a pile of Berkeley's?
I know, why?
Pile of Berkeley's?
every team shows senator sheet, but I don't have it. Each team should have one, each of the senators. Okay, you guys, I don't have enough Merkleys for everybody, but here's the deal. I'm going to assume that you won't know the answers to all these questions, and so you go to the other team and you negotiate to get some of the answers.
Starting with senators. So here's the document.
No, okay, here's the deal. The question, everybody has the same questions on their scavenger hunt, and everybody's scavenger hunt, number 1 question has to do with Wyden. You're all answering a question about Wyden, but then you're moving on and answering questions about everything else. So just do as, you might want to, you know how you take tests in college and sometimes you realize you can't do the first question, so you go down to the last question? Do this in any order you want. You have 25 minutes to turn it in to me, as complete as possible and as creatively as possible.
And remember, you get to have fun, okay? I know this feels a little stressful for some of you, but you got this. The intention is to learn and to collaborate, so remember, it's all good. Scavenger hunts are fun.
Because he's a senior status in I went to the Biden meeting. But I also
So we came up with this. Oh, we're gonna start on.
Anybody have an extra Wyden document? Extra Wyden doc?
I wrote this right.
we're gonna get this. Three values of why. Values of why. Protects the interests of Americans against international
See if there are any that doesn't know Wyden know early, so I'm just gonna get them one.
someone else grab that.
These are very draft documents. It was just the way they
Oh no, like a climate grade, like D is.
Oh, D is the best. It's because we don't want people to do, they do that like, D is bad. You know, no, this is like climate advocate. Yeah, and creativity, like all of he doesn't want the money, so just trickle down to the top of You like Mad Libs, don't you? All
Hey guys, I'm gonna, for the sign up for the monthly call, you come up here and use my laptop. If you don't have a laptop at your table. I literally mean come here and sign up for a monthly calling campaign.
So, what part are you on?
Recall.
the computer if you're ready for the sign-up part of your scavenger hunt. Question number 8.
What's your name? Write it down. Write it
Right or left? Yeah. I have both, but I think.
Anybody done with their Berkeley documents? Once you have it, you start it, so that we can
Please put your MOC or members of Congress name at the top and pick a team name. For instance, Bonamici Tigers or Blumenauer Geoducks. Someone need a Berkeley strategy document? It's up here, I've got it if you need it.
But I can do it on my phone.
I can write down this one.
It's not being primary, so let's move to CLC starts high, and then it sort of flattens out.
Let's do use of revenue. So CLC is
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry, I keep moving so bad. And then ours starts to lower.
Please don't be stressed, this is fun. You've got 9 minutes, so try to focus on questions you know you have the answers to or can get quickly.
yeah. So CCL is there's M's that we can take. Methane, monthly, more land. Okay, there you go. The 3 M's CCL.
Yeah, exactly. Did you say an overall?
That's going to be it. Great. That's oh yeah, that's so why isn't market early investments? We found in the strategy document that you use more or other tools have more clarity than this one. Moving on to part 2 of number 7.
I'm not.
Economics from documentation.
Good job. Thank you.
We just work hard at that.
There is, but I'm feeling slightly uncomfortable.
Group.
about 4 minutes, and then I'm going to ask you to wrap up and share your favorite question or something you learned or experienced in this experience. You don't have to finish it. It's not a test.
I would say ocean research and ocean acidification has been one of the big problems. Protecting against yeah, maybe let's do that. On a farm, be the big component for that's right, yeah. There was a term in here that wants to get more specialty crops, like to get more funding for stuff. Well, you said
But what I'm saying is I
he's a blue dog, so let's just say
that's why you're
Okay, guys, 1 minute. 1 minute. Just finish what you're doing. No pressure. Come on, guys.
number 3, I would say well, I'm gonna go. Great work. Did you get them all?
Janella, you ready?
You guys are doing really great. Just, don't worry, you're doing great. Who's ready to talk about their favorite answer?
Okay. Here's Janella, here's Kevin, please.
Okay, guys, thank you. This was
Everybody clap, everybody clap.
Thank you. Thank you for doing this. This is supposed to be the fun part, right? I felt a little stress, a little competition.
Elevated heart rate.
So thank you for doing this. I know that some of you want to know some of the answers to the questions, but before we get there, my question for you is, I'd like a group or 2 or 3 to share an answer to one of their questions that they kind of felt was, they are proud of, that they think they did well. Anybody feel like they're sort of proud of their, very, okay, here, come.
My name's Justin Russell. I'm from Eugene. I feel proud about remembering one of the workshops that I did yesterday. On question number 3, it says, what are the 4 suggested steps on CCL Community for writing the letter to the editor? Instead of going on CCL Community, I wrote what I had learned from yesterday's workshop. I said, so 1, a reply to a front page article or op-ed. 2, focus on local topics or add personal attachments. 3 is the CCL website can connect you to local papers and let you write a letter basically to all of them at once. And 4, to maintain lasting and personal relationships with the members of the media, so that they listen to you.
Did anybody answer the question with the feelings and the song?
Yeah.
Anybody want to share that one?
Wait, dude, we should share from a different.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, you'll get to share it. Brian. Brian's our tech guy. Can we give Brian a big round of applause?
I had a hard candy I just tried to chew really quick. Oh, I don't have that here. It's not on my sheet. Yeah, let me go get it. All right, so we had a few different ways of doing this. We said be positive. Sometimes taking action on climate is so encouraging. It makes me feel hopeful. And all I want to do is sing shout.
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 Shout. I thought you said chapped also. I feel chapped sometimes after being in a member of Congress meeting. Susan! Susan's from Southern Oregon. Who are you, Susan? Southern Oregon. Southern Oregon.
Oh, Grizzlies, okay. Otherwise it's sometimes taking action on climate change is so challenging that I feel invigorated, staying alive.
I was definitely playing Staying Alive really loud in my car the other day. I was feeling like I gotta stay alive. Anybody else on that question? I know you guys wanted to share. Do you want to share on that question?
Do it.
We've already went through this. I'm not singing.
Sometimes taking action on climate change is so inspiring, it makes us feel motivated, and we want to sing This Land Is Your Land.
This land is your land.
Okay, great. Anybody else want to share any of the other questions or answers that we had? Francine Luminaro?
We have a
Francine first.
Sometimes taking action on climate change is so essential, it makes me feel motivated, and all I want to do is sing Brand New Day.
Francine wants to share the answer to the CLC versus CCL. Yeah, the differences. So CCL is CCL, CLC is Climate Leadership Council, a slightly different group.
So their price starts at $40 and only goes up 5%. Ours starts lower at $15 but goes up $10. Theirs, their dividend is only quarterly, and by 2035, they're only going to reduce it 50%, where by 2050, we're going for 40%. So it's the acronym PED, Price, Effectiveness, and dividend frequency.
Nice, I like the pen. And I just want to let you know there are other answers to that, and what my answers in my head about that were, okay, first of all, the rate of increase is higher for ours. The other is, ours is a bill, theirs isn't. Okay, you guys get that, some of you? And the other is, they've got more, like they've got a regulatory thing that's worse than ours. Our regulatory is less bad. And so, they give up all regulations as opposed to pausing a small sliver of the regulations, okay? Anybody else have a burning thing they need to share? I'd love to. Eric.
We nailed the team name though.
Okay, what is your team name?
Bonavici's Beach Bitches.
If you're gonna hear it, you should go ask him. Because I can't say it.
We can't repeat that.
Bonavici's Beach, fill in the rest with another B word.
I would love, so here's the deal, those things are generally confidential. I don't really want the papers, those MOCs like floating around. Could you return all those to me? And also, as your team, please return your full sheet with your name on it, your team name. I just want to say thank you for going on this journey with me.
Hey, and before we lose your energy, I have one other thing for you guys before the break. So, for some of you, this may have been super fun. Just out of curiosity, for whom was this super fun? Raise your hand. Super fun. Keep them up, look around, okay? For some of you, this may have been a twinge stressful, may have brought back some memories, you know, if you feel like outing yourself on that, just like, oh my gosh, I have to do this right, and how do I do this? And get all the answers in on time. Why didn't you give us enough resources? This sucks. Okay? So, what I am going to offer you, if you are interested, one of the things we did at Climate Camp was we explored our play personalities, and how everybody has a different dominant play personality. So, what I'm going to do, and I was reminded of this when I was doing a little bit of movement over there, and John decided he was going to get up and do it with me, and then we started like bumping into each other, and it was really fun, and it reminded me of this really fun game. So if you are interested, I keep wiping my hand, because this game involves holding somebody else's hand. So if you want to do this, find a partner, you're going to grab onto their hand, and you're going to do this.
This is called get your knee. Get this. Okay? So you grab their hand like this.
What about coronavirus?
Okay? Wash your hands after you do this. Okay? Okay? The point is to touch this point to their knee. Okay? Oh, okay. She didn't know that one. Try it. So try that with her. If you want to, challenge my choice. It's fun.
Okay, please turn your papers, either leave them on the table, bring them up to me. Bring your answers up to me, please, so they don't get lost.
Yes, and she's really nice, and he's really funny. We did the thing together at the last CCL conference. You've already risked it. We did a Tom and Jerry thing. No, I don't know how known you are, but as I said, we don't have any bona fide conservatives in our chapter, and we do have someone who tried to approach the OSU conservative, and he just. I just really feel like we need a real, like we need someone who actually, me, or even this guy who's more kind of middle, but he doesn't identify as a Republican. He just couldn't gain their trust. He tried. I mean, he's part of the conservative caucus, so I guess what I'm asking is,
If anybody sees a tablet with the name Tamara on it, could you let me know? Because I'm looking for it. Thank you.
Conservative caucus and actually has feels like, yeah, I identify that way. But I mean, would you ever want to come back?
cluster into fill the tables.
I know.
I'm afraid that's really good.
Yeah.
We don't know how many people are coming.
Yeah. I know. I know.
Until that's
Yeah.
Right. So I'll put it like on the top.
well, part of me wants to because
Yeah.
I have on the list of here's the contact of colleges and boards. I have been called zero response.
What I need to understand is everybody get a page at the table or just one page per table?
Single everyone is always written. The second one is at least one remotely.
Same thing as
I know.
They don't do it. Facebook, I thought they just send them and they are too busy.
I think that our guy actually went to their meeting. I think you have to show up. But anyway, it's just, I don't know. I just, it really got me thinking about how, you know, I feel like to build we need actually people who are truly right of center to actually do the outreach and just do it. And so, but I just realized like there's not that many of you, and you guys have to make to do that. And but just know that there's an opening. Like we'd love to have you do that in our area because we've made some contacts and maybe
Right now, we're meeting some of these names. Walden's Warriors.
I went to
DeFazio was Dividend Funders.
we had went to the entire Idaho delegation.
Are you going to be in the climate justice session?
Yeah,
Conservative fellows on the
If you can help me.